Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome back to my Monday conversations. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Wheel of Life. Now, you're probably going, what is that? It's a really amazing tool that we use in the coaching world, and it can be used for so many different aspects of coaching. But this aspect is going to be looking at how you feel about your life at the moment. The overall view of your life. How content, how happy do you feel in every different element of your life? And we're going to go into this deeper each week, but today I just want to sort of highlight what the wheel is and the different areas of your life that I would love for you to start to think about and take time out to consider how you feel for each area of your life in the Wheel of Life, okay? Because so often I've heard in coaching, oh, I'm not very happy, I don't feel like I'm accomplishing my goals, and we look at goals, but then when we start to look at all of the other aspects of that person's life, their emotional state, their physical state, the state of like spirituality, relationships, all sorts of things, you can start to see that there's areas in each of those segments that potentially is a little bit off, a little bit unaligned, which is impacting on their future, their goals, their career, their business, etc. So today I'm literally just touching the surface, and then we're going to dive in deeper as the weeks go on. So the Wheel of Life, I want you to imagine a circle, okay, and I want you to imagine that circle has got segments. And I prefer 8 segments, but you could have 4. You could have as many segments in that Wheel of Life as you choose, okay? It depends which aspects of your life you want to consider. So today we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go with 6, okay? And we're going to work on those 6 as we progress over the next few weeks. So we'll go into more detail today, just to kind of give you the starting point, to start to consider these 6 areas and how you feel that your life currently is at the moment in each of those areas. And for the sake of the exercise, we'll call them pillars, but they're segments of your circle, okay? So the emotional pillar, this is a very interesting one. I really want you to think about how you feel your emotional state is at the moment. You know, do you feel happy? Do you feel content? Do you feel purposeful? Do you feel excited about your life? Do you feel a sense of contentment and that inner kind of, yes, I'm where I want to be, and you feel quite enriched at the moment? Or are you feeling, I feel emotionally drained, I feel exhausted, I feel I'm stressed, I feel anxious, I feel like I'm worrying about this and I'm worrying about that, I feel challenged on every level. I don't feel particularly happy, but it's not because I'm not happy about anything in particular, it's because I'm not where I want to be in my life. And I really want you to think about all of those things in your emotional pillar. And if you drew a circle, let me draw a circle for you and give you a visual clue. So if you drew a circle like that, okay, and we're going to talk about 6 pillars. So you're going to have, in effect, 6 segments, okay? So I'll just number them for you so you can see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the first pillar I want you to think about in here would be emotional. Let me write that. I don't know whether you'll see this or if it'll be back to front. Okay, emotional. Your physical pillar, your physical segment. Okay, so next area of your life that I really want you to kind of think about. This is like your overall health. How are you on an energetic level? Do you feel energized? Do you feel quite fit? Do you feel quite healthy? Are you sleeping well? Are you eating well? Are you moving well? Do you feel that you get sick quite a lot, or are you quite a healthy person? Do you feel you're active to the level you want to be active, or is something going on in your life that's rendering you inactive? Physical wellness is really important, because when you are not feeling particularly well, be it a cold, be it a sprained ankle, be it a headache, be it something more serious, God forbid, that can have a massive effect on then how you feel emotionally, and then how you tackle the other areas of your life. Okay, so I want you to think about your second segment, which is your number 2, which is your physical health. Okay, physical health. Then your next segment, I'm going to write it in if I can spell it correctly, is your intellectual pillar. Okay, your intellectual segment. And this is about you growing in knowledge and wisdom, creativity and curiosity as a person. Okay, this is about you wanting to experience new experiences. This is you wanting to learn new things. This is you wanting to be inquisitive about the world in which you live, and to be inspired by what's going on around you. So your intellectual pillar, often that can be neglected if you are feeling emotional, if you're going through a life challenge, and maybe then you're feeling under the weather and your physical health isn't quite great. That curiosity, that intellectual pillar might just be too much for you. You might be thinking, oh, I really want to read that book, visit that place, listen to that seminar, but I just haven't got the energy, I haven't got the headspace for it. So I really want you to think about your intellectual pillar, your intellectual segment, and consider how you feel. Are you being nourished on a higher level? Are you experiencing the expansiveness of the world in which we live? Okay, so that is your third pillar down there. Your next pillar is your financial pillar. Okay, so just in here. So your financial pillar is, it's not just how much money you have in the bank, it's what that money can do for you. So your financial pillar is both. Okay, you know, are you feeling like you are living in a place where you are abundant and not in scarcity? And that doesn't mean you've got millions in the bank, it means that you have enough for you to live the life that you want to live. Do you feel like you're in that position? How financially secure do you feel? Do you feel that you want to be doing something different in your life, which could be more financially beneficial for you, but your emotions, your physical health, and maybe your curiosity is impacting on your ability to go out and achieve that? So I really want you to think about your work. Are you enjoying the job that you do? Are you feeling fulfilled? Are you getting the perfect exchange of what you're putting into your job, your energy, your patience, your time, your dedication, your commitment to your job? Are you getting the energy back equally in income, or do you feel underappreciated? Is there anything that you want to be doing with your life that you're holding back and not doing because of scarcity, because you're afraid of what ifs and what ifs and what ifs? So I want you to really kind of think about your financial pillar. It could be that, you know, you're really secure in your financial pillar, that you've worked hard, you've built a lovely business, you've got a great career, you've got money in the bank, and actually this is an area that is really good for you, really healthy for you. You pay your bills, you don't live in scarcity, you always believe that you have enough of whatever it is that you need at the time. So I really want you to think about how you would consider your financial health. Okay, then you've got pillar number 5, or segment number 5, which is your social pillar. Okay, now your social pillar is all about relationships, whether that's really close relationships or whether that's family, friends, your wider network, like your gym buddies, school mums, work friends, if you do a hobby, if you go to like Zumba or you go to a choir, that's kind of like your social world, your social network. Do you feel fulfilled in your relationships? Do you feel that you've got like a great partner if you wanted a partner? Have you got a great partner? Are they there for you? Is it a happy relationship? Or are you having challenges and problems that are affecting you on an emotional level, which is then going on affecting you from a health level, a physical level, which is then stopping you from going out and living your best life and affecting the way that you see your finances and etc, etc. So they're all intertwined. Okay, so your social kind of pillar is your relationships. Maybe you've got friendships that you've had for 30 odd years. You know, how do they feel for you? Are they still a caring, compassionate, energetic, exciting friendship, or have they kind of long gone, but you're holding on to them for some reason? Maybe you're in a relationship that you're not particularly happy with. Ask yourself why are you still there? What's holding you into that relationship, and what's stopping you from releasing yourself out into the world? Maybe you've got relationship issues at work where you're just not quite settled into a new job, or maybe you're not clicking with somebody and you're kind of finding going into the workplace a little bit challenging. Perhaps you are really enjoying going out and being sociable, doing like your Zumba classes or going to choir, singing, or whatever that lifts you up, and you're really finding that like hallelujah moments that, you know, you waited all this time in your life to get to that point where you're really enjoying relationships. So I really want you to think about your social kind of life, your social relationships, and start to think, how happy, content, excited are they to you, or is there work still to be done? And then the final pillar or segment is, this is going to be upside down for it's going to be upside down for you, is spiritual, which is there. Which is there. Now this doesn't mean necessarily religion, okay, but obviously if you are religious you could look at this yourself, but this could be like the universal energy. This could be your soul, your inner self, that kind of inner spirit, that acknowledgement that you're meant for more. You want peace, you want harmony, you want happiness, you want joy, that kind of really pleasant spiritual kind of experience in your life. You want to feel like everything is working for you, not to you, okay? So whether you are religious, whether you're not religious, I really want you to think about your spiritual health and happiness. Do you feel fulfilled? Are you enjoying the belief systems that you have? Are you finding the belief systems that you have supporting you as you journey through your life? So something to really consider on a spiritual level. Like I say, it's not necessarily, you know, a faith, a religion. It's that inner knowing, that inner awareness that we are part of something bigger, okay? And that inner happiness, that inner joy is so important, that we are at peace as people, so we can then live our best lives. So we've gone through the six pillars, or the 6 segments of the Wheel of Life, and what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks is kind of homing in on them a little bit more, and talking in a little bit more detail about each of them, and trying to give you some ideas on how you can work upon those areas if there's any dissatisfaction, if there's any unalignment, and how to really make the most if there is some real sense of joy and happiness and accomplishment within them, how to then carry that forward into the rest of your life. So tune in next Monday for the next kind of conversation we're going to have on this subject. And if you haven't watched all of the other previous videos, we were talking about resilience previously, either have a little scroll through the page or go to the video section at the top and have a little look down, because there's plenty of videos that come before this one, and you might find those really interesting as well. So I will see you next Monday. Take care.